Welcome to another episode of Music Musings. I'm your host, Derek. With me on a bi-weekly basis is Pat. Pat, how you doing?
I'm good. How you guys doing today? It's the heat wave. We survived. I was barely holding on.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Never. But you know what? We say that about all seasons, right? We had terrible cold winter. Now here's the heat.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was bad. I can handle the heat, but that was bad.
Yeah. I didn't want to crawl out of my AC ice palace. So
yeah,
that's great. Anyway, very excited about today's show. As always, excited about every single show because I have nothing other than that to say. But today's show, we have a special guest. You will probably have a hard time discerning our voices apart. It is my older brother. Pete is here with us today. Pete, thank you for coming out. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Insert applause, insert crowd cheering. I guess you guys will do that in post.
Yeah, we could do that.
Also, my theme song, too. I'll send you a copy. It sounds like the Bluey theme song, but it's just about me. So it's really great.
Oh.
It has words. But no, so happy to be here. So excited to be on the show. Thanks, guys, so much for inviting me. And Derek, I mean, you saying that you are trapped inside of your ice palace, that's no different than any other day. Whether the AC was on or not, you're a hermit, and we all know that. So you live inside of a vaulted cocoon there in Queens. So
it's a fair assessment.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, it's great awesome. That you think we actually edit our podcasts because we don't do that. we don't do that at all.
I was deep into a Reddit substream about this and your show, and the amount of post work that goes into. When is this airing in 2028? Right, because of all the post work that needs to do. This is like Avatar. This is the Avatar of podcasts, I heard.
It's actually live right now. There's no editing.
Yeah.
It's just right to YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I can see my face in Times Square. I forgot you guys live stream this.
Excellent.
Okay, that's time.
Exactly
Good, great job, everybody. Great talking.
Let's cut it there. Yeah, I can't wait, and I'm really excited that we invited you on our show.
Look at us, Mom and Dad. Look at us, Mom and Dad. We've made it.
They're listening to us on their happy retirement.
Yeah.
On one of their 8 vacations that they're taking.
Exactly.
No, all kidding aside, very excited to have you today. We want to talk to you a little bit about, what you listen to and how you got into your musical journey, as we call it. Mm-hmm. And, we'll talk about some of your favorite bands. And we all know you love Hanson Mbop, but besides that, some of your other favorite...
For life.
Cutting that out. But before we get into that, we're going to first just talk a little bit about some of the new releases this week, notable singles, and picks for the weekend. And then, of course, our musings for the week. So I'll start, Pat, with some of the new releases we got this week. In the rock and alternative world, we have the Rolling Stones actually have a new album, Foreign Tongues, coming out. This is their first studio album since Hackneyed Diamonds, and this features a collaboration with Paul McCartney, Robert Smith, Chad Smith. So haven't heard it, as always, yet. We'll listen to it later, but sounds interesting. Not a big Stones fan myself, but we'll see.
I will listen to it. It's hard to listen to when they all release on Fridays, and then we got to try to jam pack 13 songs into our head and then record. So
they should follow our recording schedule.
Yeah, they should. That would be great if they could just give it Wednesday. Give us Wednesday.
I'm actually really surprised you guys don't get a first listen a month ago. I don't know if you guys know, but I hung out with Mick Jagger one night a year ago. And when I say hung out, I mean he was 2 tables over and we never spoke. But I don't know. You guys tell me. I respect the Stones and I respect the Paul McCartney and the Beatles. changed the world in rock music, right? I mean, like they literally built the platform, or brought it to the masses. But like, enough's enough. I can't with Paul McCartney anymore, man. I know it's not like a popular opinion, but like listen to him live, I was like,
yeah, he's not good. But also aren't they almost 90? Or they should be 90 by now.
82,
close to
84, 82, 84.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah, but it's just
you gotta-
like it's no disrespect to him, but it's like you've been screaming, especially in the early days of audio, right? For how long? And then now it's like you're screaming into a microphone at 84. Your voice is gone. Like it's eventually every string breaks, right? So like I don't know. That's just my like. I was listening to him on Saturday Night Live, and I was like,
yeah, it's not. They're not good anymore. But and it's probably just
but
because
respect,
it's the
respect. They
the
make way
Rolling
more money
Stones.
than we do. Yeah, they make way more money than we ever will. So respect to them. Anyway,
with that, we also have who is this? Jack White came out with a new album, Frozen Charlotte, blues rock focused 7th solo album. That I heard a little bit of it. Sounds pretty good. It's like classic Jack White, but I definitely have to listen to it a little bit more. But it's got a lot of good reviews so far on the interwebs. So, excited to hear more of that. I don't know. Are you you Jack White fan? I don't know.
Not personally, but I'm willing to listen to anything you recommend because apparently you don't miss. So if you say it's good,
I miss. I miss all the time.
Well, the recommendations, hey, whatever you've been telling me, it's been in my rotation lately. So I don't know. See, I haven't missed yet with me.
Great. Can't wait till I miss.
They're actually like, oh, this is the one.
Thanks.
you
for
met
pressure.
you met him, right? In
Jack White?
Nashville.
Yeah,
were you like
that was-
next to each other once? Was that the
It
hat
was
night?
yes, that is the hat night. In Nashville, went to go see a family member and bought a hat that was not intending on buying, but
It's
there was
$200
good
hat.
music.
He bought a $200 blue fedora. So I think there were spirits involved.
Oh my
yeah, there were
God.
many
I got,
spirits.
I got to see the
Uh,
picture of this.
I still have the hat.
It's
I'll
way
show you
too
the
big.
hat.
It's
Even
way
better.
too big.
Yeah, it's a huge hat. It's got a
You know
feather.
those
It's
like
great.
those like Alp hikers, with the little feather in their cap type
Oh
hat.
yeah.
That's
oh.
what it really looks like.
Yep.
That it looks like he's like a farmer in the Swiss Alps more than like a cool trendy Nashvilleian.
Yeah.
And then he met Jack White.
Right.
So it's a great scene.
It was like a random music festival they just had at this park, and Jack White just kind of strolled in. And I was like, "It's Jack White. Why is nobody going over to say hi to him?"
Yeah.
It's great.
And it wasn't. It was Bob Bigsby of Saskatchewan.
No.
He was just hammered. No, anyway, it was him.
It was Jack White. Jack White. Oh boy. Anyway, what else we got? Hip hop, or pop. You know what? I'm just gonna combine everything. So we got
Yeah.
pop, R&B. You got Neo,
Mm.
Highway 79's got a new album coming out. I don't know what that's gonna sound like. Maybe classic hat Neo. We'll
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh please let it be.
see.
You guys just
In
talked
hip-hop-
about Neo on the last show, didn't you? On
Yeah.
your last show that came out, right? So
Yeah.
you're in a Neo trend. But there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Keeps the party
He's-
going.
He's got some bops every now and then.
Yeah.
As long
what
as
the
he's wearing
kids
his
say.
hat, that's all that counts. Hip hop, Future, The Real Me. This has,
Yeah.
This has 22 tracks on it. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about 22 tracks?
All right. So as I feel embarrassed, I actually listened to all of it last night, and
Wow.
no,
Okay.
no. There's maybe a quarter of the songs that I will like keep in my rotation, but to be honest, I get it. It was an experimental voyage for him, but I wouldn't recommend that. It was not it. And this is someone who has listened to him over the years, and I get it. He's trying to show growth, but that wasn't it. Like it felt like it kind of like a mess. There was some good stuff in there, but it was more of a mess. It wasn't a good representation of him.
Whenever I see an album that's more than 15 tracks,
Yep. Agreed.
like there's not a lot of artists who have been able to do that well.
Mhm.
It's usually not great. It's usually like, oh, there's probably one or two good hits, and then the rest is just let me see
Garbled.
what works.
Yeah, exactly. And And if anything, I would have take the best tracks out of those, best 12 out of those, and then the rest of them you could throw, put it and just add in other songs here, throughout other albums. But that was not it. That was not. I'm sad to admit that, but it is not it.
That many tracks, it better start with greatest hits. Like there better not be like.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I blame Taylor Swift for this, and this is gonna get some heat. This whole no editing like album, like I wrote every artist any real artist, right, writes 50 songs, you know.
Yeah.
10 of those are just ideas, right? And then you got like 10 that are actually verse chorus type songs, and then you got garbage. Like I don't know what I was thinking. But now everybody just puts it all. It's like, oh, we'll let the people decide. Well, it's like they don't decide because everything's single based, right? So you're only going to get on the top 100 with a single. Albums kind of drift off to nowhere. And I think they know that now. It's like, well, why am I going to sit here for 3 years editing this album and redoing this? Just here it is. Here's everything. Like what you like. Tell me what you don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not the way this is supposed to go. Like, go to work.
Yeah.
I'm going to hear good stuff.
Like crafted well. Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, like you just said it. I can create hundreds of songs, but I will only release the ones that I truly believe in that are crafted well, instead of just throwing it and see what sticks. But I think I know what you mean, because it is becoming a trend. I'm seeing that with even the most popular artists in each genre. They're starting to just have throwaways be their singles.
Yeah. And that's what I think. That's what, and that, like, but this is how the music business has been wrecked, right? It's like it used to be like the record company would tell you what to make, and the producers would come in and and now it's like they're all gone. It's just the artists sitting there, like in their house, especially the successful ones, and they're just making it in their house in this because the equipment's so great now, and they're like, I don't need to listen to anybody, and here it is, and I'll just post it myself. It's like anyway.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's not good. I don't want to hear it, so I'm not even gonna listen to that album. So it's out there. If you want to hear it, it's out there.
Yeah, I'll leave it there.
And then for this week, we have some notable new singles, which for first I've actually listened to before we record this episode, which is great.
Oh.
The first one is Teddy Swims. Track title is "Break Up in Reverse." When I listened to this, no joke, it reminded me of Michelle Branch and her style. It's very slow, it's emotional, vocally very technical, but it's not for me. That's not the Teddy Swims that I wanted to listen to. I was hoping for more of that swing, upbeat kind of Teddy Swims that I'm used to, and this is not that at all. But if maybe for some people, so check it out. U2 came out with a new single. It's called Street of Dreams. Sonically, it sounds strange. I don't know who produced and engineered this, but it sounds muffled and it's hard to hear any of the vocals. There's big drums, big guitars that you would kind of expect from U2, but I don't know. If you're a U2 fan, I guess you'll like it. It's kind of the same sound, but it's not for me at all. So, and then we have Beyonce came out with Morning Dew. It's fun. If you like Beyonce, it's Queen Bee. You're going to like it. So, notable new singles. And then picks for the weekend. Pat, you want to talk through this?
All right. Let's see what we got here. We got Jack White, Frozen Charlotte on the rock side. If you're looking for that to start the weekend, personally, I could be open with that. And then I cannot pronounce this. Kelela? Kalia. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correct. New Avatar, alternative R&B. I personally haven't heard this. I love R&B, but I will give this a shot. I would recommend it, but I think any R&B time is always a good time, but that's just me. Future, The Real Me, as someone who's listened to it, I wouldn't recommend it in terms of just comparative to what he's done in the past. It's just not great. And it's sad for me to say that, but it isn't that great. So no, I would say skip this. the the Rolling Stones, Foreign Tongues, the classic rocks. Let's give Rolling Stones their flowers. I'll listen just because of out of respect.
Sure.
And last but not least, I'm gonna need your help with this.
Niles Petter, and then I'm not even gonna try the last name.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I can't do that.
But I'll speak on this one. I did listen to this one. It's called Be Quiet. It's a cool jazz track. It's a little bit of fusion because it's like jazz mixed with a little bit of swing and some Latin. So it's a high energy, up tempo jazz band. It's a lot of fun, and honestly, I don't listen to jazz probably as much as I used to, but this track kind of brought me back into giving jazz another try. Or Yaz, as the kids like to say.
Yaz, lovely.
Yeah. Anyway, let's quickly talk about our musings of the week.
Sure.
I'll kick us off. So starting off, I've been listening to Dangerous Summer a lot. Summertime. They're a fun punk pop band. I think I've said this band probably about every other episode that I've talked about. The Ataris. I haven't listened to them in a long time and wanted to hear them. They're pretty good. They do a lot of, they really have that one cover of Bryan Adams' Summer '69. It's pretty good. And then Green Day. I don't know. I haven't heard them in a long time, so might as well.
Yeah.
And MGMT.
Interesting one.
There you go. Just a palate cleanser. So just throwing them in there. How about yourself? Where are you?
All right. So, for me, this is a whole episode of last week about American culture, kind of to dive back into the origins of hip hop for me. So I kind of went into Wu-Tang Clan. I know that, it's a throwback. Personally, I've listened to a couple of their solo projects. Obviously, 36 Chambers is my favorite, but I was listening to Jizz's Liquid Swords, Method Man's Tikal, and I think Supreme Clientele by Ghostface. But it's just kind of in that early 90s hip-hop scene, so I kind of wanted to explore that again. Next is 54 Ultra. You know me, it's perfect. I walk to work, and I just put on an indie mix playlist. 54 Ultra is always in there, just guaranteed to put an extra pep in my step. And last, but, on the electronic side is Tiesto. Great production. He's mainly got it. I mentioned before he got his start in trance music, but he's just a great all-around EDM electronic music producer. He makes great stuff, still does. And last but not least, Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. I don't know, it's got me.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I just can't stop dancing a little bit. So cleaning or cooking, I'm putting on Michael Jackson.
Do I get to jump in?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
go ahead.
I love musings, so
Okay.
no, but I created. I think it's like important for this, and I think it touches on both your guys' type music. So I've been using the AI DJ from Spotify, and I know we're going to talk about this later on about AI in music. But there's a way to create a playlist. Basically, like I like to keep things above 120 beats per minute. So it arranged songs like that were killer. So instead of like albums or bands, right? Like this is my preference, right? But like I listen to like to start any kind of walk when I hit the street, right? Like Blink-182 Anthem Part 2. That song, that beginning, I don't know why it feels like I can run through a brick wall. Like, so that's like my song. Like, that's my Rocky moment. Like, the way that starts, I feel like I could like, I'm gonna run uptown. It mixed in a lot of Sublime. So Sublime, 40 Ounces to Freedom. That album to me is like, if you're a kid, that's the album. If you want to hear 5 genres of music on one album, it's everything. And then, fortunately, not to get political, but like old Kanye was on there, College Dropout. Those beats are incredible.
Graduation. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Whew. So
See?
like, and then like some other weird bands. I think it was not weird band, but like what was it? Walking on the Moon, something like that. Walking Under the
Mhm.
Moon, something, whatever that band is.
Walk
They
the
have
Moon,
some,
yeah.
they have some crazy good like upbeat songs. So those are my picks of the week.
Yeah, that's
Nice,
not
Not
bad.
even my
nice.
picks.
You know?
Not even my picks. AI's
No,
picks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Give yourself a little credit.
You gave it the
It knew me. It knows me. It knows
Right.
me. It's learning.
Skynet. It's coming.
Skynet.
It's gonna defeat us with our own music. Um,
I'm gonna walk into the river. It knows how to distract me. How did I end up here? How am I in the East River?
yeah, you're giving it too much information. Oh God. All
Turn right. Turn right.
So today we are going to be talking about, well, this is really an interview for Peter. So we're going to talk to you about, growing up. We grew up in the same household, obviously. But then how did you get into the music that you listen to? And, why is your musical taste terrible? Let's talk about it.
Why? Why has my brother hated every album I've ever played?
No. So I mean, well, so we grew up in the same house, and I mean, obviously I'm 5 years younger than you, so I don't remember as much growing up, But I do know that Mom would always listen to, at least I can remember, like Madonna, and Dad would usually play like the Beatles or sometimes the Stones every now and then. But I didn't really remember much. But did that have any influence on you and like the first artist that you liked or you started listening to?
Yeah.
As you were growing up.
Yeah, I mean, mom especially had a huge influence on like my music. Dad did too, but it was more later. Yeah, the cool thing about our parents was they bought MTV like from day one. Like I was like, I remember vividly being like 3 years old and watching MTV, like all the music videos. So like I was just like absorbing it more than like Sesame Street, like the Police and because they were on like every other song. Like there weren't a lot of bands that made music videos back, and they were all British, right? So it started the whole British invasion in the 80s. With like Culture Club and the Police and U2 and all them. They were the only ones making videos. The American artists were like very anti it. Like they were so radio focused. Their money came from radio, so they were all there. So Mom was Madonna. I would say Celine Dion was huge. A lot of belting and that Bodyguard soundtrack. Like that Bodyguard soundtrack was on that tape deck. I think it burned into that first stereo we ever had. So she played that all the time. Dad was more rock. He was more, he liked the Beatles. Honestly, I think Dad liked the Beatles because, like, yes, he likes them, but it was
Everyone else
more, they were like very, very popular, obviously. He was more of a Stones guy, actually.
Yeah.
He really loved the Stones. He loved George Thorogood, and if you don't know who that is, that's Bad to the Bone. He loved that album. Like I remember being like 5 and screaming "Bad to the Bone" in the car. Because it's like it has anyway. But yeah, no, they had a huge influence on it, and also I think our parents were really cool. They let us like we grew up in a not strict but kind of a safe. Our neighborhood growing up wasn't crazy safe. It was fine. It was suburban safe. But it was don't venture off the block too far. We were kind of close to the train tracks. There was a lot of stuff going on in the 80s. We had like an insane asylum in town that was like, emptying out in the 80s. So like there were some people that were, unfortunately, mentally ill. So you had to be careful. So we kind of stayed close to our little cul-de-sac. But so from that side, we were very protected. But from the music industry, my mom especially, like she let me buy whatever I wanted. I mean, I was like 10. I was like 10 years old listening to like Billy Joel and Sublime and Stone Temple Pilots. Like I was young and I'm
Yeah.
listening to like heavy stuff. Like I don't, I was talking about love, Interstate Love Song, and I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
I'm into it. It's Sublime, I'm like,
Yeah.
screw. Anyway, I can't repeat half the lyrics. So, it was stuff like that. So our parents were really cool in that way.
Mhm.
And I even think for you too, Derek. Like I don't even think your memory's terrible. First off,
Yeah. No, I
And-
definitely have something going.
and
but-
yes, we're 5 years and I'm 5 years older, but like you look 5 years older, so you've lived a
Right.
stressful, like terrible life, but like our parents were cool with you too, like just like letting you explore music, right? Like I think mom and dad were always looking for an avenue. Like we thought when you were little, it was like electronics was going to be your thing.
Yeah.
And then you really like went to like the piano like really early, like this little toy piano, like and like could
Mhm.
play. Like you didn't know anything and you were like playing, and I remember everybody being like, "Oh, he should listen to music, right? Like you should
Yeah.
you should be doing stuff with music." So
Yeah.
it was very cool that they identified those things, because they're both. Mom could sing a little, but they're not musically inclined. Like they never really played anything. And just to identify both those in us was pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do remember, like mom would, when I was younger, would let me go to Best Buy or whatever, FYE, and just buy anything. Like I would buy like Eminem CD when I was like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, that sounds right."
You
She's like, "What
stole,
is this?"
yeah, you stole my CD tower that
Oh,
had
yeah.
really inappropriate stuff in it
No, absolutely.
for like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
And you were cranking out to it too, and then I'd go like, "You stole my Eminem CD." You dare.
So our
but yeah.
rooms were like a foot apart.
Yeah, they might as well have cut that wall out. I don't
Yeah.
know what we were doing.
We
But
should
yeah,
have done that anyway. Yeah, and I think that's, and I certainly, I mean, a lot of the music that you were listening to, I would listen to because it was kind of hard not to when I could hear everything coming from your room, and I'd just be like, "Oh, what's that?" Like, I remember Green Day, I remember Blink-182, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And like Blink-182, especially because I really like Travis and like, how he played the drums and how insane, he is as a drummer. So I think a lot of that just kind of passed through, from them letting us explore and then me just listening to whatever you're listening to. It's
yeah.
kinda how that
So
worked.
basically, you're welcome for your music career. No, but I mean, I think your other question too was like, what influenced me growing up? I think what you're talking about, right? So all of my friends were the younger brother of somebody. Most of them, I would say,
Mhm.
most of my friends growing up. I was the oldest. I was one of the rare oldest one. So my musical taste, I think the reason why I got into those songs, right, or even like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was like, I was like 9. Listen to 40 Chambers, and like we were obsessed about it, like obsessed, like we knew all the we would go back and forth, like we were a mini Wu-Tang Clan of like knowing all your parts, right? And of course I was Method Man.
Oh, really?
Of course.
Oh man, I
course.
kind of figured you for like a
RZA, Ghostface. No, forget that.
Fair enough.
Anyway, but like because they had older brothers and sisters, and it definitely like Stone Temple Pilots sticks out to me 100%. They were big in the early 90s, and it was because of the Crow soundtrack. My best friend brother had that back in elementary school, and I remember we would like steal it and listen to it like in the woods and then return it back before he knew it was gone, because he could destroy us. He was like 4 times the size of us. But yeah, there was like stuff like that. So it was always like, oh, can we sneak around music? I remember music. I don't know if kids do this anymore, where it's like, I remember sneaking around about music.
No.
Like I remember being like, oh, did you hear this? Or
Mhm.
like, oh, did you get like in high school? It was always, oh, like I saw Newfound Glory in a diner. Okay,
Mm.
but it was like you always had to find. It was always more the adventure than it was the music, right?
Mm.
It was like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to like, oh, did you hear about Dashboard Confessional? Well, they're doing a Vagrant Records display at some little club, the Mercury Lounge downtown. And we would sneak into the city and then go listen, and it was like, oh, and you'd walk away going like, I heard Dashboard Confessional. Now they're my favorite band. Like in
Yeah.
hindsight, you're like, they're not my favorite band. But like at the time, it was like, oh, did you hear about Dashboard Confessional? No. Well, we saw them at the Mercury Lounge. Like it became like that adventure. So my early childhood to like teenage years transitioned from like just getting all the music that was available. And I grew up in a cool time where CDs, tapes, and then CDs were into something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like I had my own flavor too. Like I was I still am. I'm a huge Hootie and the Blowfish fan, right? So I can name all the coolest bands in the world, right? But I love Darius Rucker. Like I love that guy's voice. I'll follow him to the ends of the earth. Like I think it's great. And I loved Hootie and the Blowfish. Like I was a rare kid at Jones Beach on my 13th birthday, taking my friends to see Hootie and the Blowfish. Like it was me and a bunch of like 50-year-olds, rocking out. I guess back then they were like 35-year-old, but they look 50. And like, we're just all having a great time listening to, Hold My Hand. But that was me. Like I was like, I like what I like, and it didn't matter that, maybe this genre is a little bit above me or below me. But that was that. So I've been rambling for 5 minutes now because now I'm just thinking of every song.
No.
But yeah.
I mean, I love a good wagon wheel. It's a great song.
It's not even his.
No, so
go ahead.
I mean, yeah, it's a cover.
But he's awesome.
But now, I have to ask: did you have any aspirations to play music? And why was the trumpet so great for you?
It wasn't, okay? And I'm sick. I saw that in the notes. And it infuriates me because you know how it gets under my skin about the trumpet. Okay, it was a used trumpet that I was forced to play, which just makes it even sadder. And the excuse was, oh, I can't play the drums because there were too many drummers. Like, I don't even know what that means. Everybody played a snare drum in music class. Like, you could add one more snare drum. Anyway. Did I always want to? Of course, I still do. I still want to be a musician. It drove me borderline insane to see you part of a rock band growing up. Like, I was very proud of you. I loved coming to see you guys play. Like, I loved all the bands and you being part of that scene. And I loved, I was very like, the brotherly side of me was like, this is awesome. The jealous egomaniac that I am, I'm like, I could do that. Like,
just give me a drum set.
I was like,
Do that.
just give me a guitar and like, I joke about
play guitar a little bit.
Yeah, I joke about the drums, right? But I honestly, I always wanted to be the lead sing guitar, rhythm guitars. Like my egomaniac thing was my voice is not as nasally as I think it is. And I actually have a good voice and people want to come see me. Like I always thought I had the ego to be a rock singer, but I just didn't have any of the talent or skill or patience to practice enough to do it. But like in college, I had a silly band with my roommates. That went nowhere because I spend too much time being a jokester, right? Like I look back and I'm like, oh, I think musically, like even the songs we wrote back then, I think the melodies and everything were fine, right? It was just the lyrics were so ridiculous. Like it's embarrassing. I had to like destroy every MP3 file I ever made because it's like I could never get a job with these lyrics, So, but yeah, I always wanted to honestly be. Yeah, I love music. I love live music. I love the whole behind the scenes of it. We were lucky recently like to be behind scenes, like backstage of a big production, and see how the whole thing works. And it was just like, I'm more fascinated with that. Like I'm
Yeah.
fascinated with the 400 people it takes to put on a show, if you're a big artist, and how that machine works night in, night out. And then how an artist can like do it. But I also see the other side now, right? Like I see how like if you're lucky enough to be super famous, it's also incredibly difficult. Like
Yeah.
it sucks. Like it's like if you're really, really the top, you are feeding a mountain of people. Like it's all on you. Like this next single better be awesome. Like this thing better be great. Like your TV appearance better be on point. Don't get sick. Don't get this. Don't let the public catch. It's like a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So, that part of it is not appealing to me. But obviously, like, getting up. But that's why they created karaoke, right? I have my moment in the sun doing karaoke.
I mean, it's truly, like you said, like the biggest artists, it's like a business, and they are running that whole show, and they better do good because a lot of people's jobs are depending on you to do well, and especially the record labels, because if you don't perform or sell a certain amount or whatever it is, bye, they don't care.
Well, especially if you're a big artist, because now there's only like 5, right? Like we're only allowed to listen to 5 major artists now, right? And the record company's like, well, this is Atlantic Record is you. Congratulations. We have nobody else. We're not signing people anymore. So please help us and feed us.
Good luck.
But it's but I do love like the performance side of it, of music, and I love like that it's so interactive, right? It's so in your face. Even in the biggest stage in the world, right? It's still a communal type environment, and I love that about music more than anything else. Like I was never into plays. I was never into like TV. I'm actually terrible on camera. Like I freak out. I get like very like I don't know why a camera in my face is just like I get really weird. And I just like do weird things with my arm and my hand and stuff. But like radio I always loved, and because in high school we had a radio show. We had radio in high school, and I loved doing radio, and I loved just being silly and singing songs. And anytime I get to sing Modest Yahoo, King Without a Crown, in front of 12 people, I'm always down to do that.
Now, I mean, you talked about it a little bit, but you being a new father and all that lovely responsibility, how or do you go see live shows? Obviously, probably not as much as you used to, but do you still try to go out and see like an artist live if you can?
Yeah, I think we would do it. So living in New York City, right, is awesome, right? I mean, everything is like 5 seconds away, So Tanya and I, my wife and I, right, we love going to shows. We were lucky last year. So Nick is 19 months now, 20 months old. So even last year we got to go to some big shows. Mom and dad, we get good babysitters. We have babysitters. The funniest thing was the most concerts we ever went to in one year was when Tanya was pregnant. So Nick literally has been to like 3 shows before he ever, and they were big. We went to see like the Foo Fighters. We saw Lawrence at Radio City. We saw a couple bands, like really great stuff. So we're putting a lot of pressure on him to become the next Paul McCartney.
Right.
Because in utero he was listening to some great tunes. But like we try to get out. We try to make it data. I think the other problem is actually going the other way, which is there's not a lot of great shows coming to New York. Like it's got, with these ticket prices, it's got to be worth my time. Like if I'm spending $120 a ticket to go see XYZ, like okay, like it's I got to make a night out of this because this is a whole thing, right? So like that's the only bummer. These inflated ticket prices are just like, and I get it. Like it's the only way to make money now. Your records don't do anything anymore. Streaming does zero. But like it's the scalpers, and it's just brutal. It's just brutal out there. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, we try to get out. Long story short, we try to get out.
Yeah, I mean it is brutal. I mean, I don't think I see as many shows. I've seen probably one show in the last few months.
How much was that Yellow Card Newfound Glory show?
It's like almost $100.
That's ridiculous. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. You were standing, right? It was a field
Yeah, it was
in Asbury
standing
Park.
only.
Yeah, you're standing in Asbury Park, and no offense to those bands, I love Newfound Glory. It's still in my rotation, but like, guys, it's 25 years ago. Like $100, come on. And there had to be what, 10,000 people there?
No, it's not. That's not a big place. It's probably like maybe 1,500 if that.
Oh, never mind. $100 is got to make the fuel alone in the bus is got that's expensive.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's it's expensive to get out there and go see a show. But
Yeah.
I mean, it really is the only way they make money anymore. That's really it.
Yeah.
So I guess with that, I mean, how do you mentioned, you use AI, DJ AI on Spotify, but is there any other way that you explore new music, or how do you find new music, or is that your only outlet that you use?
Yeah, it's embarrassing, but like, unfortunately, yeah, AI, if it feeds something like, what's that band called? The new one, Somber.
Yeah.
So like, I would have never found Somber without AI. Like, I'm just not part of these pop interludes anymore, right? I don't even listen to the top 100, but like, it was just, it was in a stream of like types of music that I was listening to, and it just came in there, right? Like, it popped in, and I was like, well, that was good. That's pretty good. So like, yeah, AI does assist with that, right? I also find it on like, unfortunately, like Instagram Shorts or like YouTube Shorts, like whatever's playing in the background, and you're like, oh, that's pretty good, And even those artists, like, that's how I found Lawrence. So Lawrence, I had no idea about, none, and they were promoting the Family Business album, and they were doing a lot of clips. And like, I was like, oh, they're pretty funny, and oh, she can kind of sing, and oh, the music's kind of good. And then you listen to the album, and you're like, oh, they're really good.
Yeah.
And then you get into the whole backstory, and now I have a new favorite band, right? Like, that worked. Whatever that twist of marketing genius was, that really worked. And I thought they really did a great job. So, but like, yeah, I'm not part of any scene anymore. I'm a 40-something plus dad now, right? Like, I'm not out there. I don't know. And honestly, like, I think I reverted backwards too. Like, I remember as a kid, I wanted all new music. I didn't know anything. I was a sponge, right? I wanted to hear every genre. I didn't want anybody to tell me what I liked. I wanted to hear old stuff, new stuff, hip hop, reggae, rock, fusion, all that stuff. And the 90s was a weird time anyway, because, like Incubus, you had like record scratching and rock music anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, it was fun to listen to all that. Now I'm like, okay, enough with all the noise. Like, I don't got time to listen to 40 different genres. Like, I'm going to listen to Blink-182 this week. Like it just it goes back. You go backwards, right? I'm in a James Taylor mood. I'm just gonna listen to James Taylor. It's just, that's where I'm at now. But yeah, no, I let AI. I like to know what's going on. I'm a know-it-all, so I want to hear. I let AI kind of lead that along a little bit, because I tell me what do you think I think good, like,
Oh yeah.
So with that, what do you think is what's your most underrated album ever made? What do you think?
That's a tough one, because
It's a tough question.
I think most albums got their praise later. But I'm trying to think right now. I think I mentioned it earlier because it's sticking out in my head, but I'm gonna try to find two in my brain. So one is definitely 40 Ounces of Freedom by Sublime. That album, everybody talks about the next album, Sublime, because that's when he died, and that was the one that, What I Got and all those songs was on there, and that's a great album, and yada yada yada. but the only reason why that album exists is because of the one behind it, right? And 40 Ounces of Freedom is literally 5 genres of music, and it's good. Like every song, almost every song on it, and that it goes against the theory we even talked about. It's like almost 20 songs, and I think 18 of them are almost single quality. Like if you really listen to them, like it is a crazy album of good, like singing, belting, rapping, reggae, chilling, like everything's on that album. And I thought that was a great album. And I don't think it gets a ton of praise because for that band. Another like this one. All right, this one is actually like ridiculous, but it started a whole genre of music. And it's gonna be controversial. When I was growing up, when I was a teenager, I was really ska became like a big thing. And I think it's and it started with it really started with actually No Doubt. No Doubt was like the first ska band that actually got successful. Nobody ever talks about that because they became like rock like right after. Like she kind of dropped the trumpets and the trombones. But there was a band for a minute that was really, really big. And it started that whole ska and then into like the big band, like Brian Setzer Orchestra type stuff. Like that was all in that early 90s, late 90s stuff. And the band was Real Big Fish. And Real Big Fish's album, Turn the Radio Off, was so instrumental for like 13 different bands. Like they got successful with Sellout, right? That song Sellout, that literally it opened door for Mighty Mighty Boss Stones and Goldfinger and you know, all these other bands that came out of nowhere. Operation Ivy got successful. Like it, and No Doubt too. Like No Doubt was in there, and they're obviously going to another planet with that album, but they were right there. And it was such an odd time in music, like ska music. And then the ska like kind of fell off because every song kind of is the same. It's all, you know, it's all
Rhythms,
that. It's the same. You can't really get out of that rhythm to invite all the horns in. But like then the Brian Setzer Orchestra started, and the Cherry Poppin' Daddies and all that stuff started getting huge. And then everybody was dancing swing. I remember being at my 8th grade prom and dancing to swing music. I was like, what era are we in? And then I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what is going on? Anyway, so, but yeah, that those two albums, in my opinion, are like really oddly well, probably nobody knows about Turn the Radio Off, but like go listen to that album. Every song is a single on there. They poured a ton of, I think they were on Mojo Records at the time. Everybody poured a ton of money into it, and it was awesome. It was an awesome album, and it like spurred like a billion different things. And honestly, it opened the door to even Blink-182. I know Green Day really is the one that opens that door. But Blink-182 with the jokiness is very similar to Real Big Fish. The way they used to banter back and forth is very similar. You'll hear a lot of similarities, other than, you know, and then, you know, obviously the big difference is there's a horn section on one of the bands, but it's a cool album that I really dig.
I think, I mean, I agree with that. I think that a lot of, I mean, I remember like Less Than Jake.
Less Than Jake. I forgot.
Some of Real Big Fish. But that definitely kind of contributed to, I could see Blink, Sum 41. So there's certainly a lot of connections there. But kind of, I want to move on to our last segment before we get into the game that we're going to play today. And it's really it's 2 questions I have. So the first question is, do you think, can AI ever create music that is as meaningful as a human artist?
Okay. I saw that question and I've been thinking about it, right? So a little back, one step back. So my profession is bringing agentic agents and AI into the real world. Okay. I work for a company that we're taking business operations, and we're letting computers go end to end with a lot of decision making. And obviously there's a lot
Skynet.
of, yeah, basically like I'm building Terminator.
Mm.
So you have to come get me. So
All right.
come get me.
Where's John
Um,
Connor?
Yes. My name is Jonathan Connor. No, but so it's a big focus of my life, and I do see like how it's learning, right? And how it really does build on human emotion and human thought processes. Saying all that though, the only caveat I have to that question, right, is that do we know that it was written by AI? Because I think that has an effect on the listener, right? If I go into something and I say, write me a love song, and give it some facts, right? And it builds a song, but I know it's AI, I'm going to sit there and go like, it's not human, right? It's a tin box, right? But if we didn't know, if it was just something you heard on the radio, I wonder if it would be different. So do I think it could write a song or songs or an album that would be meaningful? Yes. Do I think it would write the next chapter of music? No. The reason why is because it only learns on the past. So it only is looking for ways of what today's listener or today's person is expecting. It doesn't have the ability yet to look into the future or be risky. It's literally trained not to be risky. It's trained to go down the middle. So in music, to elevate or to bring that extra level of emotion into music, I don't think it has that capability yet. Personally. What do you guys think?
No, I mean, I think I agree with most of it. I worry that because the way, I mean, I don't know that much about AI, obviously, but I think eventually AI will reach a point where it will have some ability to take what you give it and kind of transform it into its own thing. Do I think it will ever be as meaningful as the music that a human artist can create? No, I don't think so. I think there's an element that just can't be replicated with, a computer microchip or whatever, algorithm that AI uses. Do I think it can come close? Sure, eventually. And me and Pat were kind of talking about this before you jumped on, but because there are a lot of programs already out there. Like, Pat, what's the one that's really popular?
Suno is I know it does vocals. I don't know if it does all production elements, but I know it does AI vocals. That much I do know.
Yeah. And that, like, I've heard samples of it. I know you, Pat, you've heard it too. It sounds pretty remarkable to like what a human voice sounds like. But there's just something about it that you can kind of tell pretty quickly that like that's not a real person. And it's hard to say what it is that just makes it not human sounding, but it's something that like you can kind of just pick up on. But I mean, I assume in the coming years, whatever, like it'll get better, more refined. It probably will be really hard.
But I don't know that, because AI is trained to be perfect. Okay, so all it's going to do is get more and more perfect, right? And I think we all sit here, and I realize, like, I was talking about this the other day to somebody. Like, so, like, I think universally, like, Adele's voice, right, is pretty great, right? Like, when she sings a song, everybody goes like, whoa. Like, when she hits a note, it's like, whoa, okay. But if you really listen to it, like, pull the music out, go right on the vocals, right? Yeah. Like, just pull all it out. The reason why we love her voice so much is because, yes, she belts it. It looks easy. It's the lyrics are great. She feels that emotion, right? You hear the emotion in her voice coming up right when she's hitting a certain lyric. But it's also imperfect. it's a little raspy. There's a
Mhm.
gap sometimes in like the note. There's like a squeak sometimes in her voice when she's trying to go up one more octave, right? And it's like nanoseconds. AI is not going to do that. AI is going to clean that, right? AI is going to say like, well, that's not good. It's not good, but it's missing. The reason why we love some artists, right, or some music is that they're imperfect, right? Like we love mistakes, right? I think like one of my favorite like Blink albums, right? Travis misses a beat in the back and yells the F word. It's way in the back. But it's one of those like real moments. And you're like, oh, now I like this song. I love this band. You know, like, because they're not perfect. And I think, and I was watching a documentary too about even producers. And I think, Pat, you were just talking about this. Forget the tooling, right? Like, there's stuff producers figure out that is incredibly nuanced, right? Like I was watching, like, you could play a song and it's a whole bunch of notes and you play a whole bunch of, drum beats and blah, 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 and they all stack on top of each other. And then a producer will just go, okay, harmonica sound on the piano, right? And go on the synthesizer and just go, wonk, wonk, wonk. And it's in the background, like 60 tables deep, but it's triggering something in your brain. Like of like, and you don't even really, it's cowbell, right? Like it's cowbell in the back of your brain going like, like you love it. You don't know why. And it's in there. And I don't think AI will ever understand that depth of a person's brain, right? To get to that level, to make that kind of song. So, but I think it could definitely make a top 40 song today. I think a top 40 song could exist right now that's AI. And it kind of already is AI assisted. You can hear it in these bands' voices. I hear it in artists' voices now. Like everybody's gotten perfect. Like live music now is perfect. Perfect. Tom DeLonge's voice is perfect live. I was like, we went to a show. I mean, I appreciate it because I spent like a fortune to go see Blink-182. And I'm listening to Tom DeLonge. I'm like, you didn't sound as good on the album. Like it's definitely boosted and like like I'm like
there's some heavy lifting in the back.
I'm like you've been smoking for 50 years like and you're gonna still go where are you like I'm like get out of here dude there's no way whatever.
No, I mean that's the live auto tune they can do now.
It's awesome.
It's all that.
So there's hope for me. There's hope for me to be successful.
Oh yeah. You just gotta buy that. That's your fun.
Oh man.
All right. Well, last question. And your opinion, do you think that, and I guess it's kind of a broad question. So has streaming music like Spotify, Apple Music, do you think it's made the music industry better or worse? And why?
Worse. I mean, like if I was an artist, it's murdered your entire business. Like streaming, and you can start with the iPod, right? Like started really ruining record sales. Like they destroy. I mean, Apple did really ruin the business, and then they lost out, right? Because then it became like, no, you need a streaming service. I can't believe it's that like Netflix Blockbuster thing. Like Apple had it. iTunes was it, and they blew it. Like they completely blew it, and now it's like, I better get 27 free months on Apple Music to start using that app. Like there's no way you're beating Spotify. And even Pandora blew it, right? Like they had everybody, and then they were like, "Oh, well, we don't put albums on." I was like, "Bye," like, "Hey, Spotify," and then it also became the wireless providers too, like let you stream all you want, data, and that was huge. So, long story long, it wrecked two major revenue streams for a band or a record company, and it destroyed MTV because then they started playing video now on Spotify. And then MTV, for whatever reason, just played Ridiculousness 300 times a day. So, like there's, it became the Rob Dyrdek like super channel. I don't know what happened to the music. Like, yeah, I'm like, enough Chanel West Coast. I'm done. But we're like the music.
You watched that show way too much.
Yeah, he knew
It was always on.
he knew that really.
It
Spot
was on all the way.
Like you're trying to joke, but you're like, my favorite episode.
Well, all right. My favorite episode is when the guy fell and got hurt. I mean, that's every episode. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I meant when the guy drove through the thing. Anyway, no, but I mean, like, but as a consumer, God bless Spotify. Like, it is
Oh, yeah.
awesome. Like, I have every album pretty much ever made, depending on if the artist is fighting them or not, right? But
Right.
like,
Mhm.
it is incredible what that is. And you know who also made, I think if you're the songwriter, you've made out.
Yeah.
Like a bandit, because this is better tracked than radio was. And I think the songwriters have gotten way more empowered with streaming because, when something gets 1 billion streams, what's that company called? ASCAP of the world, all those, the guys who protect songwriters,
Yeah.
they get their
Publishing,
money.
yeah.
Like, they get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like,
They
they
make some
track
money.
this to the T. So, that's why, Taylor Swift can rent out New York City on the 4th of July is because, her same album twice has given her $26 billion, So it's like, that side of it's cool. I don't know how new artists, you have to be so multifaceted now as an artist
Mhm.
to even get noticed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Going back to that Lawrence example, where you need to be able to I gotta be funny and I gotta be on video and I gotta do this
Yeah.
and I gotta make my
Yep.
thing and I gotta do shorts and I gotta eat Burger King and I gotta, it's like, it's crazy,
Yeah,
what you
man.
have to do to just be like, oh, by the way, I sing. Like, here's my album.
Yeah.
Here's my life's work. But yeah, but also, eat fresh.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that's true though. It's very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's sadly true, and I wish Peter you hit it right on the target because for me, like you have to be like a content creator. You gotta be creating TikToks. You gotta be doing all these promos just to be like, hey, by the way, I have an album or a single or whatever. And the amount of like streams in terms to revenue, it's like a wide like gap that no one gets. Most people who make music understand the gap, but it's just the average listener. They're like, "Oh, I listen to them all the time. They have 1 billion streams on Spotify. They should be rich." And I'm like, "Nope,
No.
nope."
No, it's fractions of a penny. It's fractions of a penny.
Yeah.
But like, it's I was watching, like, Prince was on the Tonight Show like a million years ago, and I think Mariah Carey had just signed a $20 million deal, and they were like, I think it was Jay Leno was the host at the time, and he was just like, "Yeah, that's a great deal," and he's like, "Is it?" He's like, "How much do you think an artist should get?" And he was like, I think he said something ridiculous, like of every album they should get half, which is never happened ever in the So let's say they get $1 an album, right? And he's like, "Well, she sold 20 million albums. She got 20 million bucks. Like, you think that's cool?" Like, he's like, "This other artist got $4 an album, right? And they sold half, and they got triple the money, right?" So he's like, the record company was screwing people, and that's how we got to this level of streaming
360 deals.
Yeah, and it just was like, but now we're a country of content creators. Like, I don't know. I know we're sitting on a podcast, right? And that's part of content. but like,
Yeah.
and you guys have day jobs, but like, it's
Yeah.
like, what are we doing? What?
Yeah.
Okay, we're forcing artists to be multifaceted to even get noticed. We're taking business people and we're telling you, like, also you have to have a brand. Like, you don't even know in my line of work, I'm in IT sales, right? And how much that comes up. Like, our marketing department tells all the employees, like, focus on your brand. Focus on our brand as a company and focus on your independent brand when you're out there marketing. And I'm like, what? So I just started eating Burger King all the time. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's right, but I'm gonna start there and see what happens.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's good. That's good. It's health. It's health. All right. Well, let's get into. It's time for our 5-minute game show here, and I don't know why it's 5 minutes. It's not gonna be 5 minutes.
Play the theme song.
Right.
Okay. Edit that in post.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, definitely.
Right. Definitely editing all of this.
Mhm. All of my parts are gonna be edited out.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like, and we're done.
And we're done. So this is a very simple game. I'm gonna give you 10 questions, and I'm gonna give you 10 seconds per question to guess the correct answer. And if you win,
nervous.
you get a nice good job.
I'm so nervous.
We don't win anything. Some of them are
Oh.
pretty easy. I think some of them are easier for you.
Who's today's sponsor, by the way?
Subway. Eat fresh.
Eat fresh.
Ooh, can't wait to get that
We're gonna-
Philly cheese.
We're about to get sued.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, we haven't said anything bad. You haven't said anything bad. It's a great company. It's a great American company.
okay, here we go. You ready?
Go.
All right. Question 1. Which artist has won the most Grammy Awards of all time?
Michael Jackson.
Incorrect.
It's
Correct.
Elvis.
Correct answer was Beyonce.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Queen Bee. I forgot.
Queen Bee.
It's all right. Starting off with 0. It's fine.
Mm.
Question 2. Which album features the songs Dream On, Walk This Way, and Sweet Emotions?
Aerosmith's greatest hits. No, but the real album.
Mhm.
2, 3.
5 seconds.
Toys in the Attic.
Wow. Yeah.
Ooh,
Nice.
that was
Nice.
good.
I was like Toy Story, Toy Story, Toy Story.
You were getting there. You
I
were
was
getting
like,
there.
I was like Buzz Lightyear. It's Buzz Lightyear. Thank you.
Toy Story 3, 4, 5.
Oh man.
Oh, good. All right. So 1 point. Pat, keep
It's hard,
score.
man. I'm not that old. Like,
Well, get ready.
All right. Want me to ask
All
the
right.
questions next?
Yeah, you want to take? We'll do
Swap. Okay.
take,
Okay.
We'll take turns. So you're
All
on.
right. All right.
3.
So all right. So what is the highest selling album of all time?
Said the artist before.
It's got to be. I was thinking Taylor Swift, but it's not. I gotta say Thriller. It's got to be Thriller.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, good
Yeah.
one. There we
Nice.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
That album was nuts. That was nuts. I think the world bought that out.
I agree
world.
with that. Yeah.
The entire world.
We are the world, by the way. Also known as that.
Yeah. Okay. Question 4. Who was the original lead singer of the band Van Halen?
David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
I thought it was a trick because, like, yeah, okay, yeah. I thought it was
the
a trick.
original-
Boozy,
Roth.
boozy, bop.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. All right.
I guess I am
All right,
old. I
Pat.
guess I am old. By the way, you're all still way too. This is 78. Like, you're way too back. But God, I wasn't born yet.
Well, this has nothing to do with music history, but so Pat,
Yeah, all right.
this is
All right. It's a true or false question.
Hmm.
A standard piano has 88 keys and 52 of them are white.
Have you been counting your pianos lately?
I'm thinking it's a trick. I'm gonna say true.
All right.
Yeah.
Wise answer.
I
You're
thought
right.
you were gonna trick. I thought it was gonna trick. I knew it was like 80, but I was like, oh, it's actually 51.
Nah, I wouldn't have done that to you.
Psych.
There's actually no white keys
Yeah,
on the piano.
yeah. Actually, there's no such thing as a piano.
It's a harpsichord.
Yeah. Yeah. Piano's actually a fake name. It's actually called a Zubidabamo.
Oh man.
Okay. All right. This one you should know.
Hmm.
What was the first music video ever played on MTV?
It's the Buggles video killed the radio star.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There you go.
good one. All right.
That
Next
is
one.
awesome. By the way, what an awesome song to be independently
To start.
made, and then you start a video thing and they put it together. That is awesome. That is such a
Yeah.
great moment in time. Like it wasn't
Mm.
written for MTV. They wrote that song and then they played it nonstop. They played it. I think it was every hour they played it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh well. I don't blame
Little
him. That's
fun
a good
fact.
song.
Little fun
Yeah.
fact.
I learned something.
Nugget.
All right. Which famous guitarist was known by the nickname Slowhand?
What was that again?
Which famous guitarist was known by the nickname Slowhand?
Uh,
5 seconds.
Johnny Van Zant.
Incorrect. The answer was Eric Clapton.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I can see that. Everything about him was slow. Sloth. You ever see that guy on stage? Like, I can't imagine paying $150 a ticket to see like. And I know this is a podcast. You can't see me, but I'm literally like
That was
falling
funny.
asleep.
Yeah.
I'm falling asleep at the guitar.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
All right. So what do we got? I think you've missed 2 so
Yeah, 2.
far. So
Yeah, 2.
Mm.
great. This one you're not gonna get. So I'm excited about this. Which jazz musician was nicknamed Satchmo? He was very
Oh, the
famous.
trumpet. Billy Armstrong. Not Billy Armstrong. No?
I mean, he did play trumpet. His name begins with an L.
Louis Armstrong.
Yeah,
There we go.
Louis Armstrong. Yeah,
I said Billy. Sorry. Louis Armstrong.
it was
All
close.
right.
I mean,
Yeah, that.
All right.
Come on. I do know stuff.
question 9, Pat. Go ahead.
All right. What year did the Beatles officially break up? Five seconds.
Oh wow.
It's either 69 or 71. I can't remember. 71.
Cut the
Ooh.
difference.
70. It was 70.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, you were so close. I
Yeah.
was like, no way he's gonna miss it by that much.
Literally said the years surrounding the correct year.
Oh,
That's
man.
brutal. That's brutal.
Yeah.
I was dancing on yeah. Because I think they played. Didn't they? When did they play Shea Stadium?
Like 67.
Yeah, like their career is nuts. How fast it was, like fast, and how many albums they wrote,
I mean,
and they were like, okay, we're done, bye. Like it's crazy, because like what John Lennon died in what 82 or 83 or something like that. Like that's a lot of years
Yeah.
later. Like it was like 11 or 12 years after they broke up. Anyway,
wild.
Uh,
Last
any-
question. Here we go.
here we go.
Which band has sold more records worldwide? Queen or AC/DC?
AC/DC.
Incorrect.
Wow,
Queen.
was that a recent change?
No.
Really?
That's what it is. Yeah.
AC/DC had, but the Highway to Hell's album on it. Like, isn't that the most selling rock album of all time or something
Yeah.
like
But overall,
that?
no.
Yeah. But nah, I guess they did have that bio
Mm.
because that really boosted sales. Anyway, all right, cool. I think I did it all right. I think that wasn't as embarrassing as I thought.
I think you got
7?
7. Yeah, you got 7.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's pretty strong.
Look at that.
And you guys tried to be pretty tricky.
Yeah.
And I really got like 7.5 because if you count the like roundabout year the Beatles
Yeah.
broke up, that was pretty close. I was pretty good.
You were.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to ask, our next guest.
Are you
how-
Derek? Are you at Shopey's house?
Yeah, I'm in Long Beach.
The Shopester. Yeah, the Epcot gave it away. It's like the Disney
Reedy
Boys.
Geeks.
Reedy Geeks,
Right,
Disney
right,
Boys.
At Reedy Geeks at something at JJ.
Shout out.
Reedy.
Shout out.
Right.
Let us on your show, guys, if you're listening. I want to go on that show and talk about Disney.
No, They're very serious.
I know. They're getting like experts now.
Yeah, they're blowing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're in Disney
Yeah, like
recording.
Walt Disney Jr. the fourth was on the show, I think, the other day.
They're invited to board meetings. It's pretty intense.
Where is he? Is he in Hong Kong?
Yeah, that's where he
That's
is right
nuts. That's
Mm.
crazy. That's a flight
Well,
and a half. Anyway.
Anyway,
Thank you guys so
thank you for
much.
coming.
This was super fun, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks
No,
for
I hope
coming.
I hope I was okay. I hope I hope you didn't
Nah,
lose
we're-
anybody.
We're gonna edit most of it, and it'll just be just high and by. That'll be most of it, and we'll replace you with some AI voice in there somewhere.
Of Mickey Mouse.
Oh man.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, and as always, to all listeners, please subscribe. Check out our website, musicmusingspodcast.com, and any comments, ideas, feedback, email us at musicmusingspodcast@gmail.com. And stay tuned, and thank you, and listen to us next time.
Take care.
Thank you for listening to today's podcast. If you have an idea for an intro or an outro that we could play on our show, please send to musicmusingspodcast@gmail.com.
If you have any questions, comments, or ideas, please email us at musicmusingspodcast@gmail.com.